There are 5 silent signs that Allah may be drawing you closer to Him, signs so quiet that many people mistake them for punishment or forget them completely. If your life feels heavy right now, if you've been crying alone, if your du'as feel unanswered, if you feel forgotten, I need you to stop for one moment and listen. Because what feels like abandonment may actually be one of the ways Allah is drawing you closer to Him. We often think Allah's love looks like ease, wealth, comfort, and a life without problems. But the Qur'an and the lives of the prophets teach us something different. Sometimes Allah's mercy and wisdom appear in ways we don't immediately recognize. Today we'll reflect on 5 silent signs that Allah may be drawing you closer. Stay until the end, because the 4th sign could completely change the way you see your struggles, and most people never even notice it. The first sign is this: Allah tests His believing servants, and the prophets were tested more severely than anyone else. The prophets said that the people most severely tested are the prophets, then those most like them in righteousness. Think about that. Prophet Ibrahim, alayhi salam, was thrown into the fire. Prophet Ayyub, alayhi salam, lost his health, his wealth and his children, yet he remained patient and faithful. Prophet Yusuf, alayhi salam, was betrayed by his own brothers and thrown into a well before Allah honored him. Their hardships were not a sign that Allah had abandoned them. Instead, they became a means of drawing them closer to Him. So if your life has been difficult lately, if you've been carrying burdens that no one else can see, perhaps Allah is raising your rank through patience and trust. The second sign is this: your dua has not necessarily been rejected. When you ask Allah for something and nothing seems to happen, it's easy to feel unheard. But the Prophet taught us that the dua of a believer is answered in one of 3 ways. Allah grants what was asked, stores its reward for the hereafter, or averts a harm because of it. So if you don't see an immediate answer, don't assume Allah has turned away from you. He knows what you do not know, and His timing is always perfect. The third sign is this: sometimes Allah closes doors out of His wisdom and mercy. Allah says in Surah Al-Baqarah, perhaps you dislike something while it is good for you, and perhaps you love something while it is bad for you. Allah knows, while you do not know. Think about the opportunities that slipped away, the relationships that ended, or the plans that didn't work out. At the time, they may have felt like painful losses. But later, many people realize those closed doors protected them from something far worse. What seems like disappointment today may become tomorrow's greatest blessing. The 4th sign is this: if your heart still turns to Allah during your lowest moments, that itself is a tremendous blessing. Some people face hardship and drift away from faith, prayer, and hope. But if, despite your pain, you still whisper your Allah, if you still raise your hands in dua, if you still try to pray even when your heart feels heavy, then thank Allah for that gift. The ability to remember Him and return to Him is itself one of His greatest blessings. The 5th sign, perhaps the quietest of all, is that you're still here. You woke up today. Your heart is still beating. Allah has given you another opportunity to seek His forgiveness, perform good deeds, and become better than you were yesterday. Every new day is a fresh chance to return to Him, and that is a mercy many people never stop to appreciate. So if you've been feeling forgotten, remember these 5 signs. Allah tests His believing servants. Your dua is never wasted. Some closed doors are acts of mercy. The desire to return to Allah is a blessing, and every new day is another opportunity He has given you. Never lose hope in Allah's mercy. Trust His wisdom. Remain patient, and keep turning back to Him. He knows your struggles better than anyone, and He is the best of planners. If this reminder benefited you today, write Ameen in the comments, and share it with someone who may need a little hope. May Allah strengthen our faith, accept our du'as, and grant us patience through every test. Ameen.